Testing 1, 2, 3. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. My name is Mike, and it is Friday, the 12th of April, 11 o'clock. And we have another good show today. We have a bit of a different show. It's a Friday. It's a bit more chill, a bit more relaxed. So we're not going to go heavy on the charts today or heavy on the news. Although I might get a little bit irate at some things. You never know. Well then, what are we going to go through today then? BTC chasing status. That's the big news. That's what apparently is going to push us towards $1 million Bitcoin. We're going to look at how we get to a $4,500 ETH. Sol memes have outperformed everything. I can't believe it. We're going to have to go through that. Then we've got 10 airdrops. 10 airdrops that have not been announced fully yet. We're going to go through that. Then we're going to go through Rapper Delight. We're going to have a look at the tokens held by rappers. I cannot wait to get the names wrong, the pronunciations wrong. I cannot wait to make a mess of that one. That's the show in a nutshell. Final thoughts I normally make up towards the end of the show. It's something that is either from the topics of the day or something completely different. We'll have to wait and see. A big morning, good morning to a few people. Hidden Agendas, Kishan, and Bullish is listening from Yorkshire. Now, as you might not know, Bullish, I am from the proper side of the Pennines. I'm from Lancashire. I am originally from Manchester, so I don't know whether you need a visa to listen to our show, but I'll have a word for you. You could be our token Yorkshireman on the stream. Good morning to names I can never pronounce. So, Lou, good morning. WX, good morning. Ibrahim, good morning. Good morning, and TLC6, I don't even know what that means, but good morning to you all. I hope you're having a great day. Remember, it's Friday. Not everything can be 24/7 crypto, so make sure you go out and enjoy yourself this weekend. Good morning, Daniel. I hope you are well. Let's start off then. Let's have a look at some crypto prices. Don't forget, bottom right-hand corner, $74,000 is still my next target. It's been there for a couple of weeks now. We got close, we fell back. We got close, we fell back. It's still what we need to break, in my opinion. And bottom left-hand corner, we're nearly at 120,000 followers. So if you are new to the channel, smash the like button. If you're not new to the channel, make sure to tell one friend today about Crypto Warehouse. Tell them to follow us, find us on all the different social media platforms and the usual places, as well as the exchange that you're watching on. Get them into crypto. We'll convert one person at a time. So what we're looking at in the markets, the market is down 2.63 trillion today. Volume is shocking. 79 billion in volume is really low. Bitcoin dominance, I've been saying it for a while, it's going to start creeping up. 53% Bitcoin dominance. ETH 16%. Bitcoin is coming in at 70,850. Hasn't really changed in the last 24 hours. ETH is coming in at 3,500. Let's have a look at some gainers and losers then. Not a lot of gainers today. BitTorrent is up a touch. Crow is up 4%. BNB is up. Good morning, Fran. The usual suspects are in the audience tonight, or today, should I say. It's nice to see. Ondo is up. BitGet, not many gainers. Not many gainers today. Losers. There's a few coins that have been kicked in the nuts this morning. Pendle, Dog with Hat, Jupiter, Audi, Pyth are all down. Broadcasting man. Yes, I am here as always, unfortunately. You can't get away from me. That's the problem. It's a blessing and a curse, Fran. That's where you got to look at it. Now, why is Jupiter down? People were asking. Because Jupiter shot up above where it should have gone. It went to $1.75. Shouldn't have gone there. $1.50 is the fair value price of Jupiter. Next week is the second vote. Next Wednesday is the second vote. And that's when the price will go up. Next week, it will go back to $1.50 and we'll see where we go. You have got yourself a small bag of Foxy and Lenia. Foxy and Lenia. Now, I have never heard of either of those tokens, to be honest with you. Are they meme coins? Have you come in here to tell me about a meme coin? Oh, of course. If it's the famous Fox Federation, then yes, that's a great project on the Solana blockchain. I use them all the time to sell my tokens. Foxy is a good bag, indeed. Right then, so not many losers, not many gainers, a little bit down, a little bit up, nothing really to report on a Friday. So we're going to get on and we're going to move on to the X-Files. For those of you that are new here, these are snippets of information from the wonderful world of X. And the last few mornings I've started with an animal video. Not today. Today we are going to talk about some Solana related issues. Number one, Solana is insane. More transactions than all major blockchains combined in quarter one. Star Atlas alone had 202% of all the ETH transactions. I mean, these numbers are absolutely nuts. Okay. It doesn't take into account RON transactions, which are very high as well. Still a very impressive metric. And if we scroll down there, they are the volume of transactions. Now, we know there are problems on Solana. We know it is congested, but it is a victim of its own success. Currently, it has ore mining going on, which is a proof of work project on Solana. That's about 10 or 15% of the transactions. We have meme coins coming out of the wazoo. They're all over the place. Everywhere you look, you're being hit in the face with a meme coin. So Solana is just head and shoulders above everything else right now. It will die down in time, and then it will pick back up again as the bull run starts. But for me, at the minute, Solana is doing the best it can. And I don't care if Cardano or Ethereum or any other blockchain was getting this kind of volume, the blockchain would start. How can you get more than 100% of something? Because if Ethereum is doing 1,000 transactions a day, Solana is doing, Star Atlas is doing 2,020 or something like that, 2,020 transactions. So it's doing 200% of the volume of Ethereum. That's all it is. So if Ethereum is putting through one transaction every minute, Star Atlas is generating 2.02 transactions a minute. That's all it is. Good morning, Bashir from Uganda. Welcome to the stream, and good morning to you, Duncan. I'd love to follow you, Duncan, but I have no idea where you are, and I have various different warnings against me about following people around, so I better not do that. So Solana's transaction volumes are insane. You have to remember there needs to be some patience attached to everything to do with blockchain. I am old enough, ugly enough, and grey enough to remember how the internet started. We had dial-up modems that would always cut out. If somebody called the landline, the phone, it would cut the internet off. That went on for about 3 years. So let's just give blockchains enough time to grow. That's all we're asking for. So IBIT is up over 50%. So this is the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. It has taken $15 billion in new cash in 3 months. Both of these numbers are double any other BlackRock ETF, and they have 421 of them. This is about as hot as the iron gets. So these ETFs that are draining the liquidity from Bitcoin, they are not slowing down. The selling of Grayscale is, but these Bitcoin ETFs are not slowing down. So under no circumstances are you to fold your cards. The topic of the day is hold the line. And hold the line, you're standing there with your Bitcoin in your little satchel, and all of these big titans are coming for you. BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Invest, VanEck, they all want your Bitcoin. You just have to hold the line, don't let go of your bags, and just ride the price up. It doesn't matter whether we're at $65,000, $70,000, $75,000 now. It doesn't matter if we go to $55,000. As long as you don't need to sell your Bitcoin today or tomorrow or in July, it doesn't matter. Hold the line. They all want your Bitcoin. They will do and say anything they can to get you to sell. And you just need to poke them in the eye and ask them to leave you alone. That's all you have to do. Now, one last Solana related tweet from Tom Dunleavy or Dunleavy. The one thing we try and do on this channel is stop you from becoming poor, and we tell you not to go near meme coins. This chart has gone so far up and to the right, it's gone off the screen. Meme coins have outperformed everything else by a 10x in Q1. I think it's about 1,300%. That's what traditional tokens have gone up by. Real world assets, AI, DeFi, DePIN. Remember, DePIN is physical infrastructure. That's all it is. It's infrastructure, hardware. Layer 1s, GameFi, Layer 2s, they're all at the bottom. And there we go. Meme coins have just tore the band-aid off and started putting vinegar all over the wounds. That's where we are with meme coins. Don't expect them to make you millionaires, because this is just another trap. Don't fall for it. And then finally, the last tweet of the day is, I believe, some clown on the internet. I don't think Bitcoin has any real value at all. I think it's just speculative mania. Ultimately, I think MicroStrategy goes bankrupt. I think eventually Bitcoin is going to crash and the creditors are going to end up with the company, says Peter Schiff. Who is Peter Schiff? Peter Schiff runs a gold ETF, an ETF that physically holds gold on behalf of its clients. Now, again, I'll say this time and time again. You go back 30 years to when the internet started and you replace the word Bitcoin with the word internet. I don't think the internet has any real value at all. I think it's just speculative mania. I think pick any name you want. Google goes bankrupt. I think eventually the internet is going to crash and the creditors are going to end up with the company. That's exactly how that would have been written 30 years ago. Do not listen to people who have ulterior motives. I've said this all the time. Peter Schiff's son owns Bitcoin and trolls Peter Schiff all the time on X. Peter Schiff's son owns it. If you go through any politician worth their weight in gold, pardon the pun, their children or their friends, their brothers, they all own Bitcoin. They are doing it because they are motivated financially or politically to say these things. Gary Gensler is the perfect example. 5 years ago, he was a lecturer on Bitcoin and blockchain technology. He extolled the virtues of Algorand. He extolled the virtues of other cryptocurrencies. He becomes the head of the SEC and then he calls them Ponzi schemes and scams. Why? Because he was appointed by Joe Biden. Why is he calling them scams? Because Joe Biden wants them to be called scams. Why is Peter Schiff telling you that Bitcoin is a fraud? Because he wants you to buy gold. Don't listen to these people. They have their own vested interests. The same way you don't listen to BlackRock or Fidelity. You hold your own Bitcoin and you ignore the FUD. That's how you make yourself wealthy. Now then, moving on, Altcoin Daily recently interviewed a chap from a VC, how Bitcoin gets to $1 million. And Yat Sui, the founder of a $5.9 billion VC firm, outlined a novel path towards a 9-figure Bitcoin price. And you know what? I've read this. I can't find fault. His maths makes perfect sense. Whether it happens or not is a different matter. It will eventually hit $1 million. When it's going to hit $1 million, you're going to need a crystal ball for that. So he was interviewed by Altcoin Daily, and he went through how we hit $1 million. I think it's entirely possible that we will do that. In the future, I don't think of it purely as just the differentiated store of value. I see it as a status symbol. Thus, the title, BTC Chase and Status. You can't get headlines better than that. Bitcoin has grown to a $1.3 trillion market cap in 14 years. But you are going to get what is called whole coiners. WHOLE, whole coiners. And a whole coiner will be somebody in the future that owns one whole Bitcoin. There are already countries around the world saying that if you have one Bitcoin, you can have a visa and you can move and live in that country with one Bitcoin. There are only 20 million Bitcoin. 1 million has gone. That was Satoshi's. There are 20 million people in the world that can become whole coiners. 20 million people. If you work out what the ETFs own, what MicroStrategy owns, what all the big whales own, you're suddenly down to about 12 million. There's only ever going to be 12 million whole coiners in the world, and there are 6 billion people, of which there are hundreds of thousands of millionaires. Hundreds of thousands of millionaires, 12 million Bitcoin, nation states are going to be buying it. You understand why $1 million may not be so stupid at this moment in time. But again, caution, it's not going to be $1 million in June. It might take till 2030, 2032 to get to $1 million. We are maybe 8 years away from that happening. So don't think that this is a Moon Boy article about it going to $1 million tomorrow. If we're at $100,000 by the end of the year, that will have been a good 2024 for Bitcoin. But $1 million, the status symbol, think about Bored Ape Yacht Clubs. They're NFTs. In the height of the bull run, they were worth $150,000. And Justin Bieber, Snoop Dogg, all the people we're going to talk about at the end of the show, they all owned Bored Apes. And what did they do? They had VIP parties. It became a status symbol. It was short-lived. We've had the bear market. They've all been wiped out, but they will eventually make a comeback. Bitcoin is never going to have that kind of 95% drop. So if you can own a Bitcoin today and you can hold that Bitcoin for the next 8 or 9 years and become a whole coiner, doors will open around the world for you. And I know it's expensive. I know it's $70,000 right now. But you could have bought one for $15,000 if you'd listened to us a year ago when we were telling you to get a Bitcoin. It was $15,000 then. You'd have 5 extra money in that time. Bitcoin has mathematical scarcity. It also means that owning one, basically as a result, will have that scarcity aspect. I totally agree. I think it's entirely possible that on market value, the combined market value, the remaining web ecosystems might be larger over time, at which point the ecosystem will obviously be a much, much larger one than it is right now. There we go. I'm not going to carry on reading any more of this. We don't want to run out of time. We don't want to labour on the point. The point of the matter is that Bitcoin, at some point in the future, will hit $1 million. And if you look, Kathy needs to just relax a little bit. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yes, we want a $2, $3, $5 million Bitcoin, but don't scare people off. Let's get to $100,000, then $200,000, then $500,000. Let's get there slowly over time. Because if you tell people that something's going to be worth so much more than it is today, you end up in a situation where people don't believe you. Now, Bitcoin, very quickly then. We have drawn lots of scribbles. Ancient Egyptians drew better than I do. So let's delete some of these things. Remember what I was saying about Bitcoin? We are at this level and we haven't really managed to break this $72,000 range now for a month. And we need to get above this. We are 7 days away from the halving. 7 days away from the halving. And people have been predicting all kinds of crazy numbers for the halving. We need to break through here as soon as we physically can. Now, I'm just going to put the little line in here to show you how close we are. This blue line on the screen, this is the halving. That is how close we are. On the daily chart, 7 candles away from the halving. Are we going to break this line? Are we going to break 76,000? Where are we going to be at the halving? Now, I think personally 75 to 80. Brogan thinks around 90 to 94. Other people are suggesting similar figures, but it's going to be up from here. Now, this is a crucial period because we found quite a serious level of resistance. And yes, the previous all-time high, 2019 all-time high was 69.4. We're sitting on top of the previous all-time high. If you zoom out to the weekly chart, it looks great. It does look great. And I'm sure if you'd have offered me $71,000 Bitcoin at the halving, if you'd have offered me that 3 months ago, I'd have bitten your hand off. But I just want us to try and find a way through this. And maybe we break it on the halving, who knows. But we have found some serious resistance at this price. It's about 72, 71.8. Around that price we're stuck. We need to break it. Be great if it could happen today or over the weekend. Or even next week if we have a bit of a rally next week. Remember, $80,000 is not a million miles away. Look how far we went up. We went up, what period of time was this? 3 days? 3 days we went up $13,000. If we did that again, that would put it as $84,000. So it can be done. I'm not saying it will be done. It can be done. The RSI is healthy. We've had this resistance for a while. We've kind of have... Bitcoin does these lovely little steps, which we talk about. Very similar to what Plan B talks about on his channel, but he does it over years. I do it over weeks and days. We have these beautiful steps up. Peter, fun times ahead. Indeed, fun times ahead. Now, when we get to the halving, I am going to give you my prediction. At this moment in time, my prediction is probably $200,000 to $250,000 for Bitcoin at this moment in time for my all-time high. I don't know if we're going to see that. I don't know where we're going to be. It's just a prediction. Everybody makes predictions, but we'll see. Now, can Ethereum get to $4,400? $4,400 is a price that we have on our charts. It's Melbourne. Ah, Peter, you're back. Welcome back, Peter. Nice to see you again. You asked me about, was it Flux or Frax? We covered it a little bit on the stream 2 days ago when we spoke about an article to do with it, I think. Anyway, back to this. So, how do we get back to $4,400? Is that going to happen? According to this, it's a 22% move. Let's have a quick look. Look on Chain reported a significant transaction where a crypto whale withdrew 22,000 Ethereum from centralized exchanges valued at $80 million. This wallet then withdrew another 34,000 over the next 3 days. They revealed that another whale wallet withdrew 3,000, so that's coming off the centralized exchanges. This is always good to see. When you see money moving to centralized exchanges, when you see Tether, when you see 100 million or $1 billion worth of Tether going to an exchange, that's normally a sign that something is going to be bought, mainly Bitcoin. I bought some Arkham today. I don't know what I am doing in this crypto space. I probably... No, Peter, this is our normal channel. This is the channel you found us on a few weeks ago. All you've got to do, I reckon if you watch our stream for about 6 months, you'll understand as much as you need to know about crypto. And that's based off what other people have said. People who've been watching us for about 6 months and have been in crypto for about 6 months, it starts to click. You need to... People who come to crypto, I said this yesterday, people who come to crypto have got to realize there's 20,000 tokens, there's 50 or 60 layer ones, there's God knows how many layer twos, there's NFT projects, there's real world assets, there's AI tokens. There's no way on earth any human being can understand everything in a week or two. It takes you 6 months of watching daily crypto content to get to the bottom of everything and watching some videos. But yeah, I remember you telling me you were new to crypto. You just have to watch people who stream. Doesn't have to be me, can be anybody. Just do half an hour a day and you'll get there eventually. So the question is then, if Ethereum is coming off exchanges, does that mean that we're going to break up? Because less crypto on exchange, especially Ethereum on exchanges, means that we are likely to break up because there is not enough on the exchanges to keep the price down. So we move up. Now we're going to skip on. I don't want to run out of time today. I don't know what PAL AI is, but what I would recommend you do is you look at Fetch, Singularity, and Ocean Protocol. So we're at $3,500. Good morning, Tariq. We're at $3,500. We have, and again, we don't draw these lines on here. They are there from time immemorial. This is the bull market line. As you can see, we're at $2,900, we'll call that. So that's where support really is for Ethereum, $2,900. We've kind of been stuck in this range now for a while. So the bull market support band catches up. RSI has not really been pumping too much. It's coming down on the weekly. 4 hourly, it's fairly low. On the daily, it's fairly reasonable as well. So the RSI is fairly down. We're at this nice range now of $3,500. This $4,400, what does this relate to? Well, this relates very simply to, if I can bring this up, to previous price action, which was this tip here, which was 43.9, I think, 43.950. Oh no, sorry, 43.50, I think it was. We were nearly there. So that's where the price target is for Ethereum. Can we do it? If Bitcoin has a good run this week, we will be there. Absolutely. We will be there. 43.92 was the price target. So I'm kind of in confluence with the article that 44,000 is the target for Ethereum. But that doesn't mean we're going to go there. It doesn't mean we are going to hit $5,000 in the next few months. This bull run really doesn't start until 6 months after the halving. So you add 6 months on to April and you've got October. That's where we should really start to see the supply shock from Bitcoin. Alts, especially Ethereum, honor the fib levels very well. If you look where we are now, we are at a fib level. We go in a little bit further. And we didn't manage to hold it, and now we are struggling at it. So 3,500 is a level of resistance for us. I think we'll break it, and then I think what we really need to do is remember that we have a psychological barrier there, which is $4,000. And again, what did we do? We touched it, we couldn't break it, we came crashing straight back down again. Bear that in mind. Yeah, so I think with the I've made a video about it, Peter. There is a merger going on of AI tokens. Fetch, Singularity, and Ocean are voting to merge. And if they merge, there will be a new token called ASI, and that ASI token is likely to have an incredible bull run. An incredible bull run. So go and check out that video that I made 2 weeks ago. Anyway, we're going to move on now to look at Solana memes. I'm not Solana memes. I'm not a fan of memes. I'm a fan of Solana, but I'm not a fan of memes on the whole. Why? There is a problem with meme coins, and that is there is no connection to reality whatsoever for meme coins. I tried to explain meme coins to somebody yesterday, and I said, It was like bootstrapping a business with no business plan, no roadmap, and no idea what you were doing, and all you had was a logo and a color scheme. And that's how we need to work this out. Hello, this is my first day ever in crypto. Maybe a little help from Dor. Well, Dor, you've come to the right place. All you need to do is follow us. We stream every day at 11 a.m. and we go through the crypto news. As I've just been saying to Peter, it will take you a long time to get to the bottom of crypto because it is such a big industry. But if you watch crypto every day, half an hour a day will do you. Watch the news. Eventually, over time, you'll hear the same names. You'll go and research the same projects. Just try and absorb as much information as possible. It's tiring as well because there's terms that we use on this channel that you don't hear anywhere else. You know, meme coins, bull runs, bear markets, resistance, support, real world assets, all of these new terminologies you need to understand, but that'll take time. Don't worry about it. You're going to watch everything and you're going to think you don't know anything. And I had a little picture of a rabbit yesterday, a video of a rabbit that jumped into a river and it swam, because rabbits can swim. And it swam to the middle of this river, and you're currently in the water swimming towards the middle of the river. And before you know it, you're going to look back and you're going to see how far you are from the shore. And that's how far you've come in crypto. And you'll only understand how far you've come when you talk to people who know nothing about crypto, and you will feel like an expert. And there's a very famous proverb or saying, which is, wisest is he who knows he does not know. I said it on the stream yesterday. Nobody knows everything about crypto. If you watch a streamer and they say they know everything about crypto, they're lying. It's impossible. They'd have to spend 26 hours a day researching. It's impossible. So yeah, don't worry about that. The number of coins is not something you should worry about, Peter. It's the number of coins in circulation compared to the total supply. So if you have 1 billion tokens, total supply, and you only have 10 million tokens in circulation, that's the problem. If you look at Apple stock or Disney stock or Tesla stock, and then you compare it to a penny stock, it doesn't matter how many shares they've got. That's not the issue. It's how many shares they issue that's the problem, because that devalues the value of your bags. So if you own a token like Pepe, for example, let's say Pepe has 20 trillion tokens and every single one of them is in circulation, then it's not a problem. It's not a problem because there's no inflation associated with the token. There's no emissions associated with the token. When I do a project review, I look at several things. One of them is circulating supply versus total supply. A lot of tokens that have launched, like Zeus, for example, Zeus has only launched with about 10% of its tokens in circulation, and they're at $1. That gives them a valuation of whatever it might be. But they have 9 times the amount of tokens in their treasury, that if they were released, that $1 token would probably drop to 10 cents. We've seen Arbitrum release 73% of its circulating supply. It went from $2.20 or $2.30 down to $1.60. So the maximum supply should equal the circulating supply, and then you will know there is no inflation in that token. So you need to look at total supply versus circulating supply, and if it's 100%, good. If it's 10 or 15%, bad. Now, if it's 10 or 15% circulating supply and they have a roadmap for 10 years, which is going to release those tokens, good, but it's still going to devalue your tokens every year by about 5%. That's what you need to worry about. Now, Solana meme coin frenzy has seen several tokens rise to multi-million-dollar market caps within days. I've warned people about several of these, including Book of Meme quite recently. I've covered MFA. I've covered Slurf, I think, as well. Froggo, I've reviewed very recently. Don't sell everything, Peter. Don't sell all your tokens because you've been basing it on the wrong thing. Don't worry about that. Lots of very good projects have a low circulating supply of tokens. That's not anything to worry about. Bitcoin has got a circulating supply of 19 million. Ethereum has a supply of 120 million. It only really matters if there's inflation. And at the minute, Ethereum is deflationary by 0.5% a year. As of the halving, Bitcoin's inflation will be tiny, almost zero. So over the past month, the Solana blockchain has seen the launch of thousands of new meme coins with billions of dollars in trading volume. Several new meme coins made headlines and rose to new market highs within days. Meme coins are not a new concept. During the last bull cycle, we had Doge and SHIB, but that's nothing compared to the current frenzy. And they are all over the place, including Base, BNB. They are on Avalanche, they are on Cardano, they are everywhere. They have infected every chain. But during the current cycle, meme coins are appearing at unprecedented rates, and tokens barely hours old have amassed millions in trading volume and billions in market cap, and that's where the problem is for me. According to this report, meme coins were the most profitable sector in Q1. That's what we said at the start of the show. 1,300% average returns across those tokens. Brett went up 7,727%. Dog with Hat 2,700. Book of Meme briefly went up 40,000% within days of launch. Now, the issue is with meme coins, and as I was saying before, a meme coin is bootstrapping a project without a business plan or a roadmap. When these tokens go up in value, they drive revenue into the meme coin, and then that meme coin has a choice. Does it rug pull and drain the liquidity and sell the tokens and run off into the sunset with the money, or does it build? And in many instances, it builds. And that's the key. It builds. 10 of your best altcoins to review and do my own research. I will go one better. I will show you this. Is this going to work for me? First thing, I can't tell you what to buy because it is... I can't do it at the minute. I will do it. There is a video I have made with it that I'll show you. I can't give you them because that would be financial advice, but we have a project called $15,000 to $1 million. It's a project where we have chosen 8 tokens, and those 8 tokens are the ones that we're going to hold for the bull run. There is a video about it on our channel, and I can't do it in this show because I need to log into CoinGecko, and I will try and do it. If we're streaming tomorrow, I'll try and do it tomorrow. And if not, the best thing to do, Peter, is email me. If you email me at my email address, I will send you the link to the portfolio or a screenshot, and you can go and have a look at it. Now, meme coins. Meme coin frenzy has made many new crypto millionaires. Even more people have lost fortunes chasing the one meme coin that could make them rich. And this is the issue. I'm going to show you a meme coin, and I'm going to go through my logic for how to buy a meme coin. Now, let's zoom out a little bit because this is difficult to do. Okay. Actually, you know what? We'll do it on CoinMarketCap because CoinMarketCap will have the full chart. That's what we'll do. Now, I'm not picking on Bohm before any of the Bohm fans out there. decide to have a go at me. I'm not having a go at BOEM. I'm explaining how meme coins work, and they all follow the same path. Again, CoinMarketCap loves to take its time. Okay. Even CoinMarketCap can't keep up with the speed at which this token grew. Okay, so in the bottom left-hand corner, I'm going to have to scroll down here so you can see the full chart. In the bottom left-hand corner, the price was almost zero. At this point up here, oh, hang on, the stream is going to lag. For some reason, these charts kill my stream. Right, you know what? We're going to go back to trading view because I think this is going to kill the stream. BOEM is a rubbish crap coin. Well, you know what? Let me explain how they work. Let's go and have a look at BOEM, and I'll explain. Expand it out. I'm just going to wait for the stream to catch up, and then I'll carry on. I think you're nearly caught up with me. So, a meme coin will launch and it will go parabolic. And it will go parabolic to a price where you will never expect it to go. I made a video, and the price on my video that I made was this price here. I made the video on that day. Why? Because on the Tuesday the token launched. And by the Saturday of the same week, this had a $1.4 billion market cap. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days it took for this coin to get to a $1.4 billion market cap. And I said in my video, don't buy this token. It is overvalued. It has gone way higher than it should ever have gone, and it will retrace. And if you want to buy this token, buy it when it drops 60%. Now, what happened to the price? The price sold off. It then found its bottom. Now, again, on the stream, on one of my live streams, you can watch back, I said at this price, this would be the best price to buy BOEM. Not financial advice, because we were sitting at this level. So the price has come down to find like an equilibrium between supply and demand. Now, since then, we have moved up slightly. We're probably up 10 or 15% from where we were. Now, what happens with meme coins is they generate all the revenue there. Then there is lag. Lag for days and weeks. It will lag. That lag happens while the project starts to build itself out, gets its roadmap put together, gets its staking platform or whatever it might be. And then what will happen is that meme coin will pump again. Here is the example on the weekly chart of Bonk. Bonk, about here, which was December 2023, I made a video saying, do not buy this coin. It is a scam. It is going to go to zero. And then that project collapsed. And from December 2023 until February 2024, actually it went way further back than this. Way further back. I made that video in January 2023. But the point of the matter is, the price collapsed for a very long time. It was almost a year. And then they released a raft of about 8 or 9 different projects. And the price absolutely ripped up here. Then what's going to happen is the price is going to come down again. The next pump will happen probably in the bull run, and the price will do this again. Why? Because A, we're in the bull run. B, all of the next series of partnerships are going to happen for Bonk. That includes partnerships with Revolut. That includes potentially launching its own bank, potentially launching its own crypto exchange, decentralized exchange. These meme coins start with nothing, are given a load of cash, and then they have to make a decision. Do they build or do they run? And in some instances, they build. That's what's happening with Bonk. That's what happened with SHIB. You don't get them all building. Some of them do run. But over time, you're going to end up with a collection of meme coins that stick around, and they are no longer meme coins. What is the definition of a meme coin? A meme coin is a coin that has no intrinsic value. It is a meme. It's a joke. Bonk, in my opinion, is no longer a meme coin. It's a community coin. And to show you what I'm talking about, and again, this isn't promoting Bonk in any way, shape or form. I'm just going to show you what Bonk now has. So this is Bonk, the dog coin of the people. It started as absolutely nothing. Okay. It's now multi-chain. It now has DeFi. It now has gaming. It now has listed on all major exchanges. It has a products list in the top right hand corner that you probably can't see. It's got a Bonk bot for Telegram. It has Bonk Rewards, which is a staking platform. It has a swap facility. It has a wormhole to move Bonk onto different exchanges. You can buy Bonk directly. It has an NFT platform. It isn't a meme coin anymore. It is a community coin. It changed. It became more than the sum of its parts. It has a community. I think it just said on the front page here, there's 619,000 holders of Bonk. This isn't a meme coin anymore. And there's no magic switch on the internet that you flick that says this is now a community coin and it's no longer a meme coin. There's a difference. And the problem is you don't know what the plans are for that coin. Some of them go to a $50 million market cap and then go to zero, and it makes the founders $5 million. You don't know whether Bonk was going to do that. You don't know whether Pepe was going to do that, or Bohm. Bohm, again, as Peter said, it's a crap coin. It's a crap coin at the minute because it doesn't have all of this utility behind it. So it's still a meme coin. But Dark, can't remember his full name, but Dark is actively involved in building that project. And as I say, you cannot, it doesn't compare to anything in the world other than your mate coming to you and saying, I've got an idea, I want to go and open a shop and I'm going to call it Dave's. Oh, what does your shop sell? I don't know yet. And then you give him $2 million. That's the only equivalent I can think of where you just blindly trust a project to go and build itself out. It wouldn't happen in real life. In real life, meme coins would not exist. Nobody would put the money anywhere near them. You wouldn't give your money to a bloke in the pub who tells you that he's going to go and do something without asking him how he's going to do it. But you do when it comes to meme coins, and that's why they are slightly dangerous, especially for newcomers. The good news is that newcomers find crypto through major exchanges. Where you're watching me now, as that lady said before, this was her first day in crypto, and she's joined an exchange. She's on the right platform to learn, and that's what you need to do. But the meme coins that she can buy and you can buy through your exchange, they've already been through an awful lot of KYC. They've already been through explosive growth to get to $100 million, $200 million market caps. They've already 95% of the scams have gone before they get to an exchange. So when you do tell your friends about crypto and tell them about AI tokens and Ethereum and Solana, they're going to wander off like a little toddler and they're going to go and buy themselves Bonk or Dog with Hat or Pepe. And you shouldn't laugh at them for doing that, because crypto is also supposed to be a bit of fun. You know, you can go and buy your Bitcoin and your Ethereum, very serious, you know, life-changing wealth, blah, blah, blah. But they can also go and buy themselves 10 million Pepe and it's cost them $5. And people that are new to crypto need some meme exposure to have a bit of fun with it, because the price is volatile. You know, it could go up 20% in a day and down 15% in a day. So meme coins are dangerous, but if your friends use them wisely, they won't be too bad. I've gone on a bit of a tangent. 10 minutes left, 2 articles. Okay, so I'm going to keep this brief because you might not have heard of most of these. There are the top 10 crypto projects with points programs that haven't had their airdrops yet. So I'm going to go through these very quickly. See if you've got any of these or you've used any of these, because you should be eligible for some airdrops. Airdrops are free tokens. And again, this is difficult to understand, except it isn't. They are rewarding you for using their platform, number one. Number two, it's exposure and PR. So don't think they're doing this for your benefit. They're trying to decentralize their token. They're trying to get into articles like this so their name gets known. So don't think they're doing you a favor. You know, you don't owe them anything. You've used their platform. They've given you some tokens. You're perfectly entitled to sell them. Don't listen to people that call you paper hands. I tell you, honestly, if I'm going to hold a token or sell a token, I've told you that I'm going to hold Zeus. I've told you I was going to sell Athena. That's what I'm doing. I'm not telling you what to do. So these projects have all got airdrops planned, or they have reward schemes in place. Biggest one, Eigenlayer. Eigenlayer is a decentralized finance protocol. There is going to be a humongous airdrop of this token. We don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen soon, and it's going to be a big one. I am not involved. I don't have any connection whatsoever to Eigenlayer. I don't know how much the airdrop is going to be, but I think that will be a big one. Next on the list is Blast. This is a layer 2 scaling rollup. Again, I am not involved really in the Ethereum ecosystem or the layer 2s, so I don't have a lot of exposure to this either. The total value locked, however, is $3 billion, so there's a lot locked within that platform. It does have a lot of competition though, and I wouldn't want to be holding layer 2 tokens, in all honesty. I would sell to Ethereum probably if it was a layer 2, because if Ethereum does well, then Blast will do well. Camino, I have been hammering the farming of those tokens. I've got somewhere in the region of about 1 million tokens. There's going to be 4 airdrops on Camino. I'm going to be getting about anywhere between $400 and $800 per quarter from that airdrop. And that's based on staking about $2,000 worth of Solana. What will I be doing with my Camino points? I don't know yet. I'll either sell them for Solana and restake the Solana, or I'll stake them on their platform. I don't know yet. Have to wait and see. But a lot of you out there that have been following me, that have been involved in Solana, some of you I know have been farming Camino points. It's going to be anytime soon. Swell, another Ethereum staking protocol. I know very little about Swell. Again, I'm not on the Ethereum ecosystem that much. It could do well. If you are on the Ethereum ecosystem, go and check out Swell. Kelp, again, restaking solution. There's a lot of restaking solutions. MarginFi on Solana, I've got limited exposure to them. I did make a video about them. It is a good platform, but I don't think I'm going to be getting anything from them. but always worthwhile checking out and seeing if you are eligible for any drops. Hyperliquid, a perpetual trading exchange with 373 million in TVL, has a points program. Again, I am not involved with that at all, but again, it's worth going to check out some of these if you've ever been on their platform before. Sometimes it can be as little as connecting your wallet to their platform. It can be anything as little as that, or even carrying out one trade should make you eligible for the minimum airdrop. That's something else to bear in mind. You don't have to go and put thousands or trade thousands on here to generate yourself a small amount or a small bag. Drift, a Solana-based exchange for perpetual futures, has yet to launch its token. 317 million in total valued lot. This is probably going to be one of those which you will be able to go and start farming now. Now, Parcel, I was asked by Solo Sky today to look at Parcel. This is a trading platform focused on real estate markets. They've had their third season of points ended on April the 1st, and it's going to be dropping the tokens. I don't think I'm eligible for any of these either, but I will go and have a look at the project that I've been asked to look at. I've already recorded 2 videos today. I've recorded a video about Sharkify, and I've recorded a video about Nyan Legends, which is a Solana first-person shooter. So I've just got to edit them and upload them later on. And finally, Friendtech. Many of you will have seen people talk about this. This is a decentralized version of X, I suppose you could call it. And you can get certain levels where you can speak to social media influencers or your favorite people. You can buy subscriptions to them and things like that. And it generates money for the influencers, if you like. Again, I don't know a lot about it. I don't really follow these kind of alternative social media platforms. It's not really my cup of tea. So there's 10 tokens that potentially are going to be dropping in the next 12 months. I think of these, the ones that are going to have the most value, I think Friendtech will do well. I think Camino will do very well. But I think Blast and Eigenlayer are going to be the 2 big ones for me, in all honesty. And that's based on just the sheer volumes and their names being known in the market. Finally then, with 2 minutes to spare, the last article of the day is to do with people. Again, I apologize in advance if I get any of these names wrong, but I really don't know who many of these people are. Jay-Z, Eminem, Snoop Dogg have crypto portfolios, but who owns the most? That is the question. Let's have a look. Snoop Dogg has been active in the NFT space, most notably in 2021. Let's make this a little bit bigger. When he purchased a handful of NFTs, he spent 4,185 ETH in 2021. Crikey. He's got Right Click and Save as Guy for 1,600 ETH, Some Asshole for 1,300, CryptoPunk 850, Destiny for 225, and Fidenza for 210. That was about $15 million, and it's currently worth between 5 and 10. He's not done very well, has he? He created his own NFT project called Snoop's Stash Box. The project sold around 9,000 NFTs for $5,000 each. He made $45 million in less than a week. Wow. So if you couple all of that together, he spent 15 and he's generated, let's say, or his worth is about 50. So he's had a 3x return, really. Not bad. Not bad at all. Jay-Z is another. His most expensive is a Cyberpunk, which he bought for 55 ETH at the price. So he spent $137,000 on it. The floor price is around 40 ETH. However, it's got some unique traits. It could now be worth $175,000. This is, I mean, it's pocket change for Jay-Z, really, isn't it? He's also been a VC investor in Marcy. Well, his company's called Marcy Ventures. They've invested in MoonPay and Ledger. So he's made a fair old few quid out of that. And Eminem, then. He has been going since June. He's bought his Bored Ape. He paid 123 ETH. That was around $300,000. The Bored Ape Yacht Club has a floor price now of around 12, which is $45,000. The unique traits of his Bored Ape mean could be worth closer to 100. So he's lost a fair old chunk on that, but who cares? At the end of the day, these guys have got hundreds of millions of dollars. Other people with NFTs and crypto. Trump, of course, has had 2 rounds of his own NFTs. Dave Chappelle, I know nothing about his NFT collection. And that is it. We've done it with a minute. Well, we're over by a minute. We're done for a Friday. Now, we have a lot of stuff coming up in the next week. We have got a Froggo giveaway, which is hopefully on Wednesday. De facto, the project we're going to be covering on Monday. Monday evening, we're going to be covering that. We have Goat Tech, an AMA with Goat Tech. That's going to be, I don't know, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. I don't know when we're going to fit it in. So we've got an AMA with Goat Tech. We have a lot going on. I am still planning to stream tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to fit it in. So if I am not back tomorrow, I will be back live streaming on Monday at 11 AM. If I am back tomorrow, then we're likely to be streaming a couple of times extra this week. We're going to do at least 3 additional streams next week. So that'll be 9 hourly streams next week. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of hours. So what we would really appreciate from you guys is a follow, like and subscribe, send me a message, moral support. We are on Telegram. You can go and check that out. We are on the usual video platforms, so go and check that out. Can't say too much because we stream in lots of different places, but we try our best to fit everything in. There may be a chance that we don't do 6 daily streams next week. I don't know yet. But thank you everybody for tuning in. I have to go now. I've got to go and edit these videos. I'm going to try and get them up this afternoon. Big thank you to the usual suspects in the stream. Thanks for coming and giving me your support. It does help on days where I'm not feeling up to it to see people in chat that come in every day and support every day. So big thank you for that. And with all that being said, I'm going to go have some coffee and start editing these videos. So take care, everybody, and I will see you all either tomorrow morning at 11 or see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend either way. Goodbye.